Hello, my lovely writers. Here is an important writing thought. I was going to answer some questions which I see commonly asked, and I went and had a look at the writing groups. These are writing groups with 600,000 people on, so a lot of questions. And do you know what the questions were about? Should I use AI on my cover? What do you think of this first chapter? This was first draft. Well, I think never ever show your first draft to anyone. And I suddenly realised what the real question is why are people asking the wrong question? And I don't normally use right or wrong, good or bad. I use useful and non-useful, helpful and non-helpful. But seriously, these are the wrong questions. The right question is, how do I make my writing sing off the page? How do I find my own voice? How do I keep my reader enthralled? How do I build enough confidence and competence to write to the level that I would like to write at? How do I learn my craft? How do I improve my craft? How do I push myself out of my comfort zone? How do I build a creative practice? I.e., what writing are you doing every day to make your writing better? Like Sydney is running around every day to make his running better. How do I discover what I really want for, with, and from my writing? How do I incorporate an intensely nourishing and useful reading practice into my busy life? These are the questions. How do I lift my eyes to the hills where the great ones live and decide that that's the direction I'm going to go in? I'm not going to settle for the mediocre. I'm not going to live in the mud in the foothills. I'm going to go high. I'm going to teach myself to rise, and I may fall, but at least I'm going to try. How do I do that? Those are the questions. How do I add something to the sum total of human happiness? Because that's what great prose does. How do I tell my story so that it touches other human hearts? If you start asking the right questions, you will get ahead of, as far as I can see, about 80% of writers writing today. Ask the great questions. It takes you further than you'll think.